I want to clear something up because this is where a lot of construction contractors get misled early on. Once you're registered, you're not locked into one type of work. You're not stuck forever doing only what you did in the commercial world. And you're definitely not limited by whatever you picked the first time you filled out your registration. NAICS codes are not handcuffs, they're checkboxes. You can add them, you can change them, you can expand them. That's not the bottleneck. What most people miss is that federal construction isn't about you personally swinging a hammer. It's about being the prime contractor between the federal government and the people who actually perform the work. That's the opportunity. A lot of construction contractors think they need to perfectly match their past work to exactly what the government is buying before they can even start. That's not how this works. Once you're registered in sam.gov, you can pursue any type of construction work the federal government is buying. The question is not, have I personally done this exact scope before? It's, can I put together the right team to perform it? That's the mental shift. Federal construction is a prime-driven environment. The government wants one entity responsible for the job. They don't want to manage 10 subs. They want one prime who can coordinate, manage, schedule, invoice, and deliver. That's where you come in. Your value is not just labor. Your value is management, coordination, compliance, and execution. You are the middleman between the government's requirements. That's why I don't teach people to box themselves in early. I don't teach find one thing and stay there forever. I teach contractors how to identify opportunities, assemble teams, and step into the prime role. Registration is simply the gateway. It allows you to play. Once you're registered, you can go after vertical work, horizontal work, paving, renovations, facilities maintenance, specialty scopes. Whatever the government is buying, if you need a NAICS code, you add it. It's not a barrier. The real work is learning how to read a solicitation and understand what the government is actually asking for. Most people open a solicitation and immediately get overwhelmed. They think they have to read every page in order. You don't. You go in looking for answers. What is the scope of work? What is the prime responsible for? What are the performance requirements? How are offers being evaluated? What gets you thrown out immediately? How does pricing need to be structured? Once you understand that, the rest becomes a team building exercise. Who do I need to perform this? Who do I need to quote this? This is why who do I need to partner with out there misses the mark. People get pushed into building profiles, polishing LinkedIn pages, attending events, and aligning themselves with agencies. None of that wins contracts. Bidding wins contracts. You can build relationships for a year, and a contractor who never spoke to anyone can show up on bid day, submit a compliant offer at the right price, and win. That's not pessimism. That's how federal procurement is designed. Everything starts moving once you build pipeline. Multiple opportunities, multiple bids, repetition. You bid, you wait, you bid again, you improve, you bid again. That's how confidence builds. That's how skill builds. That's how wins show up. The part that actually produces results is simple. You find opportunities you can realistically manage as the prime. You make a real bid or no bid decision. You gather quotes from the people who will perform the work. You write a clear response that answers exactly what's being asked. You price the job with real costs and real profit. You make sure you didn't miss anything that gets you disqualified. And then you submit. That's it. Everything else is secondary. A lot of contractors get stuck waiting for the perfect opportunity or the perfect first bid. That's just fear dressed up as preparation. You learn by doing. You submit. You learn. You submit again. If you strip away all the noise, getting started in federal construction isn't about narrowing yourself down. It's about stepping into the prime role, understanding how the system works, and learning how to put deals together. That's the opportunity. And if you want help doing this the right way, learning how to read solicitations, assemble teams, price work, and operate as the prime, you can schedule a Zoom with me at GCExperts.com/Zoom. I'll see you in the next one.